So let's talk about our next question, that is climbing stair. So this is question that we have to understand first. According to this climbing stair question, it simply says that something n input is given to you, that is 2, and output will be 2. Now what exactly it means? It's like you are climbing a staircase and it takes n step to reach the top. Now each time you can either climb one or two step. In how many distinct way you can climb at the top? So this is the simple question that it is asking. So let us first try to understand the question completely, what exactly the question means. See, the question is that if it is provided to you that there is a staircase and you might take n step. N step means like you can either take one step or two step or three step. It could be one, two, or three steps. Okay. So you can take one step, two, or three steps. Okay. This is the number of steps that are allowed to take. And now there is an input that is given to you, n is equals to 2. So you can assume this problem like you have to move, there is a staircase, something like this. Okay. Now, once it says that you have n is equals to 2, it means there are only two stairs. Now, how many ways are there to reach at the top? So either you can go one like this, or you can directly go to the top because you can take two steps as well. All right. Now, if n becomes 3 or n becomes 4, so you'll be having more ways to reach at the top. Okay. So simply, let's take if you have n is equals to 3, it means there are three stairs. So how many ways we can have to reach at the top? So either you can go one, 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 or you can go one, two, or you can go two directly and then one. This is how I can reach. Now it depends on question how many steps are allowed. It is saying only one and two steps are allowed. Three steps are not allowed. But in question it might be that they can also say that three steps are allowed. Okay, it depends on question. They might like change this question. So now right now according to the question you can either climb one or two steps. So first thing is we are going to solve this question using recursion. So definitely it will give you some error on lead code of time limit exceed or something. Okay, later on we'll be talking about DP or something like that. So you can solve this question without recursion. But first we are using recursion. We are learning about recursion. So we'll be solving this question using recursion first. All right. So now if you have n stair and you have to simply move to either one step or you can directly take two step. So the recurrence relation will be very simple here. So what will be my recurrence relation? Recurrence relation will be either you can move one step at a time or you can move two steps at a time. Just like Fibonacci series. Either you just add the previous number or you can add last two number. Okay, the number that is previous one. So you have to call your function using this recurrence relation. Now, if someone says you can take three steps as well, so you just have to do n minus 3. Now I can also take three steps as well. All right, so this is going to be my recurrence relation that I have to use in this program. And then we will think about the base cases, what base cases we can take. So let's say question is climb stairs.java. Now in this, I have this main method that will give you n equals to 2, suppose, according to the question. And the function that you have to create is the public int climb stairs like this. So just copy it. Okay. And now I'm going to make this as static. I'm removing public. So you are supposed to return some integer. Now, just like Fibonacci series, in Fibonacci series, what we had, there was a tree, complete tree to understand that either you go -1 or you go -2. Now, whenever you go -1 or -2, accordingly, you have base case, and the base case was very simple that if your n becomes 1 or 0. So the condition was very simple. If n becomes less than equals to 1, then you say that I'm going to return n in those cases. This was the case in Fibonacci series. We simply return n. But in this case, when you're climbing stair, either you are moving one step or you're moving two steps. So it means when stairs will be less than or equals to 1, or stairs are completed. So in those cases, you will simply return 1. Okay, it means only one step is possible in those cases when n is either less than equals to 1. You will not say less than equals to 1. You can, because if you are writing less than equals to 1, so definitely you don't have to write or. So I can write if n is double equals to 1 or n is double equals to 0. So in those cases, just write return 1. Then else if n is double equals to 2, so what you have to do is return 2. It means if n becomes 2, so you can directly jump to the second step. So it will return you 2 when n is 2. But first it will check here. If this condition is satisfied, so it will work. If it is not satisfied, it is going to check if 2 steps are available. So I will directly jump 2 steps. Now otherwise we will call our recurrence relation. Okay. So now let's simply write here that first of all, the recurrence relation is climb stair n minus 2 plus climb stairs n minus 1. So it is like you are decreasing the stairs and that you have to return. Now we'll be having one if, that if n is double equals to 1 or n is double equals to 0. So in that case, return 1. Else if n is double equals to 2, in that case you have to return 2. Else you can write that I'm going to return this thing. So this is going to be the solution for your climb stair question. Now, if you try to understand this question, how it will work, let's say n is given 4. It means there are 4 stairs. So first of all, n minus 2 is called. So it will be like, so if C4 we are calling, so it will directly call C2. Then it will call C0. Now, once it will call C2, actually there is no need of going to C0, because once you call C2, it will identify this condition. Now n becomes 2, so it will return 2 immediately to C4 and it will call the n minus 1 function. So it will call C3 now. Now once it calls C3, it will go back to this climb stair n minus 2. Now it will be C1. So once it calls C1, it will return back 1. Okay, now it will call climb stair n minus 1. So it will call 2. Now once it calls 2, it will check this thing and it will return 2. So you can now assume that it is going to return 1 plus 2, 3. So C3 is actually going to return 3 and already 2 I was having there. I hope you are able to understand how this particular tree is becoming here, how we are creating this tree out of this particular program. So either it is going to call this or it is going to call this. Accordingly, it will return the values. So you can try to execute this like I'm saying if n is equals to 4 and I'm calling this climb stair with an n, and let's take int result is equals to something and simply print result variable, and let's check the result. What do we have? Okay, you can see result is 5 and the same result we was getting according to our tree. You can see here at the end we was having here 2 and 3, so 3 plus 2 will become 5. So it simply means that you have 5 ways to reach to the top when this particular scenario is given to you.